Oh my gosh. I can already the spice. I can't. Hey guys, so for today's meal, it's gonna be another rice and veggie type of meal, but with a twist. And if you saw my last rice and veggie meal, then just know that that one was pretty much based off of this one. So this is pretty much the original. My family calls it the converter, and I'll tell you why. So when we first went vegan, this was a meal actually that my husband made, and we let our family try it and everything, and I don't know, they tasted it and they're like, oh my gosh, they couldn't believe that it was vegan, I guess because it tasted so good. It had great flavor and all that. And so they called it the converter because they were willing to convert to veganism after trying it. Hey, to each their own, right? But yeah, so the ingredients for this meal is very similar to the last one, but we're changing up the veggies just a little bit. So we have the bell peppers and we have our onions. But this time we're adding in the cucumbers, and the seasonings are changed a little bit. And I'll post on the screen of what seasonings I use. I don't measure my seasonings, not when I cook. When I bake, yes, but when I cook, not so much. So I will try my best to give you guys like a hint, but it's really just, it's to taste. I mean, I would say if you were to measure, start off maybe with like a tablespoon of each, depending on how much you're using. If you're using quite a bit, like if you have this many, like if you have 4 bell peppers and some more cucumbers and everything, like then yeah, maybe a tablespoon of each seasoning that is mentioned. But other than that, just to your own taste buds, you guys. That's just what we're doing. So I have all the veggies. I will have this rice right here. This one is my favorite rice, so we're definitely using this. And then some water. Oh, and if you see my last video when I did the rice and veggies, you know that there's a special someone in the household that likes spice. So we're doing some habaneros too. Yeah.
No, God!
Yes, yeah, we're keeping it spicy.
No, God, please, no, no!
So that's pretty much what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start by chopping up the veggies. I've already rinsed them off. I'm gonna start by chopping them up, and I'm gonna get them sauteing over the stove. Then I'll cook the rice and then just combine everything together. This meal is gonna be somewhat like a soup, but keep watching because I'll also let you know of how you can make it not so soupy, but still have great flavor. Let's get started. Honestly though, when it comes to veggies that we use in our meals, bell peppers and onions are like the staples for us. We very seldom use, or very seldom don't use, these kinds. But it's just our preference. What veggies are your guys' go-to? Like, do you agree with the whole bell peppers and onion situation, or is there any veggies that you include with them, or do you not care for bell peppers and onions? Let me know. Comment below. And if you're familiar with my videos, you would know that I'm pretty much always cooking for a village, so I always have a lot that I'm cooking. What is your favorite style of veggies? Do you like to chop or do you like sliced? How do you like to eat them? We always like to dice ours. Unless I'm making something in particular like that requires for them to be sliced or whatever, that's usually the only time. Most of the time, they're diced. You know, the funny part is, I legit have a chopper. But does it dawn on me to use it? No. All right, so bell peppers are chopped. Onions are already chopped because I don't know. I don't feel like chopping them today. I'm slicing my cucumbers fairly thick as well because they're going to be simmering. And if you have them too thinly chopped, they'll get like really mushy. I mean, unless you like your cucumbers super mushy and everything, like they're going to get soft anyway with the simmer, but I don't like them overpoweringly mushy. So with me chopping them quite thick, it kind of still allows them to have a little bite. Cucumbers, like automatically, when I see cucumbers, I automatically just want hummus. Speaking of hummus, I do have a video for that as well, so you should take a look at my hummus video. Now I'm gonna cut up these, but first I'm gonna get some gloves because we don't want those problems. I am a baby when it comes to spice. Like, I mean, I guess maybe not completely a baby. One time I made this meal super spicy and I couldn't even eat it. But at the time I used like a whole bunch of Reaper peppers. So habaneros hopefully aren't that bad. I mean, it's definitely gonna be a kick, but hopefully the kick don't kick me back. Really, you guys, like the lengthiest part about this meal is just chopping up the veggies. Well, and possibly simmering too. Simmering and chopping up the veggies is like the longest portion of this meal. Other than that, it's fairly quick. I'm cutting up this habanero pepper so as small as I possibly can because if I see it, I'm gonna instantly get scared. But with how small I'm cutting it, it won't really be seen. And it's gonna pretty much blend in with the orange bell pepper. So I'm gonna just give myself a nice little surprise. Veggies are all chopped. Now let's take it to the stove and get the stuff started. I'm gonna saute the onions first, then I'll add in the veggies and just bring it to a simmer. Okay, so I've added some oil into my pot. Just a little bit, just to coat the bottom so the veggies don't stick. The oil I use is grapeseed oil, but you can use whatever type of oil you like. Just make sure that it's high heat. And then once this is heated enough, then I will add the veggies and get this party started. Okay, so that's heated enough. Now we're gonna go in first with our onions. I absolutely love pre-chopped onions. Okay, so I'm gonna let these cook down, get a little translucent, and then I'll add in the rest of the veggies in the water. Okay, that's pretty much where I want it. Not gonna lie, I kind of walked away and got distracted, but it's cool. It'll taste just as fine. All right, now bell peppers. I'm turning my fire down just a little bit while I'm adding all this in. Ever so gently, I'm gonna try and add these cucumbers in without making a mess. Oh, we lost one. Gosh dang it. All right, it's okay. For the hummus. All right, habanero is in. Okay, and give this a good little stir. And then right away, we're adding in the seasonings. And now they look well coated. Now I'm going to just add in the water. And I'm just adding enough water to cover over the veggies. The more water you add, the more soupy it'll be. So just keep that in mind, and also adjust your seasonings because water dilutes. But yeah, I think that should be a good amount of water. Maybe just a little bit more. All right, whatever. That did absolutely nothing, but in my mind it did. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn this up, bring this to a boil, and then as soon as it starts to boil, then I'm going to reduce the heat, cover it with a lid, and let it simmer.
Hey y'all, real quick, if you enjoy this type of content, then you already know what to do. But just in case you don't, like, comment, and subscribe. Doing so will help me understand what type of content you guys like, and it helps the algorithm know what to do with my videos. So engagement is key, okay? All right, back to the video.
All right, y'all, so that's a good boil right there. It doesn't have to be crazy, but that's good enough. Just going to turn the heat down to a low simmer. and then cover with a lid. Okay, so I'm gonna set my timer to 45 minutes. It all depends on how you want your veggies. If you want your veggies to have more of a bite, like, you know, not be super soft, then 20 to 30 minutes should be good. But if you want them to be really soft and like mushy, I guess, then 45 minutes to an hour should do. We like ours pretty much soft, and so that's why I'm doing for 45 minutes. So it's kind of in the middle of what I said. After that's done, then, or when that's close to being done, then I'll start my rice. So hopefully they can finish around the same time, and then I'll just combine them all together. But yeah, pretty much that part. And see back more. Okay, y'all, so I have about 25-ish minutes with the simmering. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually start my water, and I'm gonna let that come to a boil, and then once that comes to a boil, then I'm just gonna cook the rice according to package. It's nothing fancy, but yeah. I do season my rice just a tad too, because I don't like having bland mixed with seasoning, so I like to match it. I don't overly season, and I don't like to super under season either, but I like flavor, you know? I mean, who don't like a little flavor in their food? I'm just saying. All right, so our water is boiling. Now let's just add in the rice. I always let it cook first, and then once it's at its simmering stage, then that's when I add in the seasonings. Okay, so my rice is officially done. Now I'm just gonna bring everything over to the counter and then combine it. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this to not make a mess. Success. So yeah, this is giving like soup vibes, which I'm comfortable with. I mean, honestly, if I were to just put it back on the stove, it would be just for just a little bit. It looks like a good veggie to rice ratio, but I think I will put it back over the stove. Just, you know, at least this is a way I can show you guys of how it reduces. So just a sec. So sorry guys, my mic died, so if the sound is off, I apologize. Okay, so I have my timer set for 5 minutes or so, just to help it reduce a little bit. But I am gonna give it a little taste test, because, you know, like I always say, if you're not tasting your food, what is you doing? So yeah, let's take this over to the sink. Oh, it's hot. But it's good. Oh my gosh, it's spicy. Okay. That habanero came through, y'all. You can see in my eyes. But no, but it's very good. I'm just going to, oh my gosh, get myself together. I'm just going to let it simmer, let the liquid reduce just a tad, and I'll be back when it's done. Oh man, it's good. It's spicy. It's been about maybe 5 minutes already. It's already starting to reduce, so I'm letting it go for an extra 5 minutes just to get a little bit more reduced. All right, y'all, so this is pretty much how it is after 10 minutes total. As you can see, the liquid is mildly reduced. You know, it's not super brothy. So I am going to turn my fires off because it's where I want it. All that's left is just to plate it up and enjoy. You can eat it as is. If you're not vegan, you can have it on the side with something else. I don't know. But I mean, but it is a good meal on its own. Like, it is a good standalone meal. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I want to say thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderfulness. Please share with all your family and friends so they can see how easy and amazing vegan cooking can be. And be sure to come back for more tasty content. Thanks. Bye.